I'm reading to see how it impacts my week. So you might be wondering, other than the kind of superiority of me saying I woke up at 5 a.m. for a week, what is the point of this video? I kind of wanted to see that if by waking up at 5 a.m. and also starting my day off by reading, whether that actually made my day more productive, whether I was more focused, whether I felt better. That's kind of the point, really. I wanted to see that there was actually any benefit to waking up at 5 a.m. and starting my day off by reading instead of like scrolling on my phone or procrastinating getting up. Hello everybody, welcome to day one of me waking up at 5 a.m. to read. It's technically like 5:30, which I don't think is too bad for me. I'm gonna get started on my book now. So I'm currently reading this book and I'm like 20% of my way through. I'm imagining I'm gonna be reading this book for the next few days because it's quite a long one. So I want to give you a slight rundown of how I felt for the days because it kind of makes sense. I would say that day one was a definite challenge. It was going to be. I probably should have woke up in preparation the day before at 5 a.m. just to make it less of a slog for me on day one, but I didn't. So day one was definitely a challenge, and I'm going to be honest, it was definitely more like 5:30 by the time I started reading versus like 5 a.m. I will say I definitely felt more productive day one, like immediately. I saw a bit more of an increase in my energy levels in terms of like productivity, but I don't know, I was also feeling very tired that day, I think because my body was getting used to adjusting. But yeah, anyway, on to day two. It is day two and I actually can't describe how tired I feel this morning. Anyway, I am up, it's 5:30ish, and I'm back reading the same book that I was yesterday. So yeah, I'm gonna get started now. I've decided to actually read sitting on my desk chair versus my bed today. I fear that if I did it in bed, I would be back asleep. Day two was kind of very much similar to day one, gonna be honest. I was really feeling it in terms of like energy levels. Waking up on day two was the worst. It was like my body had realised that this wasn't just a one-off waking up at 5 a.m. We're going to be committed to this. I will say I woke up a lot earlier, so my body was clearly getting used to waking up at 5 a.m. But yeah, I would say throughout the day, my energy levels were pretty good. Didn't nap or anything like that. And yeah, I was really enjoying it. I felt kind of better in the mornings for it. I've always been a morning person anyway that likes to get all my work done in the morning. So I definitely think it helped with that. On to day three. It is day three. I am kind of tired, but I'm finding it easier this morning to get up a little bit. I'm going to do some reading. Still reading the same book. Let's give it a go. Day three was the anomaly, I guess, kind of. I actually had plans earlier, like quite early in the day. So getting up at 5 a.m. kind of felt like the right thing to do, if that made sense, versus it being like a choice. I found that day three was when it really started to hit me that I was waking up at 5 a.m. I was really feeling it in terms of my energy levels, if I'm going to be honest. This was the one day I really considered napping. I didn't, but I really considered it. Day three was also one of the only other days where I actually started reading my book throughout the day as well versus just the morning. On every other day other than the 5 a.m. to like 6, half 6 slot that I've assigned myself, I didn't really read much throughout the day. So yeah, day three was the anomaly in that sense as well. I didn't nap, but it was looking very close to it, I can't lie. I think my glasses are a little bit steamed up. Anyway, welcome to day four. I'm starting a little bit later, it's like 5:30, but I'm gonna get on to reading. Yeah. still reading the same book, but I am getting ever so slightly closer to finishing it. I kind of want to finish it today, but I don't know if I'm that close. So day 4, I also had plans, but it wasn't like early in the morning. It was more like late morning. And I would say that day 4 went okay, but I would say that from day 4 onwards, I kind of saw a trend in my energy levels dropping and dropping throughout the day, if that makes sense. So kind of when it hit like the 2-3 o'clock, I really wanted a nap. I didn't nap, but I really wanted to. I can't lie. But for some reason, it was like day 4 onwards that I kind of noticed it. I don't know whether it's because my body just wasn't used to not getting this much sleep for a while, so it was like needing sleep. But yeah, I will say, I think this is an important thing. I didn't particularly go to bed like late. I just went to bed at my normal time, which is about 10 o'clock. I wasn't particularly going to bed late. Back. It's 5 a.m. It's like 5:30, if we're being honest. It took a little while for my eyes to adjust this morning. I'm gonna get back reading my book. I did not finish my book yesterday, so we're back on it today. Today's the day. Day 5 for me was complete chaos in terms of what happened. Not particularly anything to do with the morning and my normal reading schedule. That went fine. That was the best bit of my day. Everything else went wrong, but it is what it is. Anyway, my aim was to try and finish that bloomin' book. I really wanted to try and finish the book, and unfortunately just couldn't because I just had too much going on in the day. I'm not gonna lie, I did read a couple of more chapters other than what I read in the morning, so I definitely did try and make progress towards it, but yeah, I didn't achieve my goal of trying to finish that blooming book. But you'll be happy to know, on day 6, spoiler alert, I did. Okay. Hello everybody, it is day 6. I actually feel pretty good this morning. I don't know why, but I do. Anyway, I was hoping to finish my book yesterday, but then everything went wrong yesterday and I just didn't have as much time to read as I wanted to, because obviously the chapters are quite long. So I've got 3 more chapters left, so I'm going to try and complete that now. And then tomorrow, on the last day, I'm hoping I can read something else. But yeah, we're on the home straight now. Okay, it is later in the day, but I have finally finished this book. It took me so long. I want to aim to give a little review of this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 because I don't feel like I could say I enjoyed it, because I think that would be the wrong words to use, but I found this book really interesting and fascinating. So basically it went over the events leading up to the downfall of Berlin at the end of the Second World War. It spoke a little bit about the lead up from the Red Army perspective, from the German Army perspective, and then also a little bit about the British and Americans, but not so much. And I just found it really fascinating. I didn't learn loads of new information because I already knew quite a lot of the information. I did learn about more specific battles that went on and some of the conditions, which I thought was very sad. I would say the themes throughout were obviously very heavy, and it was hard to read at times because of everything that was experienced, but that kind of comes with the territory when you're reading a book about something like this. But it was, like I said, really interesting, and yeah, but I am looking forward to reading a much lighter fiction book that I could hopefully escape to another world. But yeah, very good. If you're interested in that sort of time period, you would find this book very good, I think. So I forgot to do a day 6 for some reason, but it kind of went the same as every other day, not gonna lie, except I actually kind of felt like day 6 and 7 was the start of me feeling better. It was like my body had finally adjusted to waking up at 5 a.m. and so I found that I had like quite a lot of energy. My productivity levels were off the charts. I felt like I got so much done. So yeah. It is day 7 of the challenge. We're at the week mark. I feel like I need a dance party or something to celebrate. I'm not going to because that'd be awkward, but yay! I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited to have a slight lie-in tomorrow. So this is the book that I've opted for the last day of the challenge. I think it's a short story, so hopefully I might be able to make some really good progress on it. Okay, I've finished the book and it was really good. It was obviously a short story, which is how I've been able to finish it so quickly. It's quite satisfying seeing the percentage go up every single time I clicked a page, not gonna lie, especially after reading such a long book previously. It was very good. It was about a man that had been living by himself. He likes to play video games, eat pad thai. He's very okay with being lonely and he's very happy, until one day a frying pan is just dumped outside like the corridor of his apartment building, and then the board get involved, and it's done in a very comical way. And along the way he's like talking to his neighbours, and there's almost this realization at the end that he actually enjoys being social. But yeah, it's a very good short story. If you're after something light-hearted with a nice message, I would recommend it. I gave it 4 out of 5, which I think is pretty good. Just, yeah, give me good warm vibes. Anyway, this challenge is technically done now. So day 7 went very similar to day 6, in which my energy levels felt great. I was very productive. I got a lot of stuff done, and I actually was also really starting to enjoy getting up at that sort of time as well. I don't know, I just felt really good. My mornings felt super productive. Even my afternoons were starting to feel productive. So yeah, I would say I felt really good at the end of day 7, but I don't know whether that was partly because I knew that we were near the end and I knew that the next day I'd get a lie-in. Anyway, overall, what do I think about the challenge? I would say that actually I quite enjoyed getting up at 5 a.m. and I would say that I noticed a positive trend in my productivity throughout the week, how much I got done, and also kind of noticed near the end that I was feeling good. I was feeling motivated, which I hadn't felt in a while. So yeah. The problem now is, was that because I got up at 5 a.m. or was that because I started my day by reading? I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that one out. But I really enjoyed it overall. So if you have enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos from me, then please let me know by leaving a like. Consider subscribing. And yeah, I hope to see you all in the next video. Okay. Bye everyone.